Hey everyone, it's Erin Floto here, and I am here for another week in my bullet journal. This past week was really hard, so I am going back to my tried and true horizontal weekly setup. This is my first week back in this white Archer and Olive notebook. Again, if you haven't watched my June plan with me, I will link that in the card and in the description below. But this white notebook I actually used in January. I switched to the craft notebook in February, and now I am back in this for June. And I am doing a jellyfish theme for June. So again, I am doing my tried and true, but I decided to change it up and add a little funky element, which is this middle panel. So this spans 6 boxes on each side, so the full width is 12 boxes plus the middle part of the notebook. So I decided to do this because I really wanted to have one place to kind of dump my tasks and empty my brain a little bit once I was starting the spread. So I decided to do this panel, plus I thought it would be a nice opportunity to have like this big statement. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily a statement jellyfish, but it's a jellyfish and it's in the middle of the page. So I don't know, in my mind that makes that a statement. But I wanted to make sure that I use all my loud colors this month. So I'm using a lot of yellows and purples. I decided not to go with the blue for this first weekly, but I will be adding in some invisible ink later on, but you'll see that in a video on Friday. I think Friday is when I have that scheduled. So I'm adding invisible ink to a lot of my spreads, and you'll see that more coming up in all of June, because when I think jellyfish, I think iridescent, I think see-through, and I think that the invisible ink will really shine through in this type of theme. So I decided to change it up a little bit, and I decided to make the jelly legs like the borders of the weekly boxes situation. I think I'll probably be doing this quite a bit in this theme. Again, I'm really sorry about this angle. I hit my phone that was doing the recording right before I started, and I guess I didn't notice. So I'm really sorry about the messed up location of my filming. It is better later when I do my Animal Crossing spread, so if you are interested, that will be right after I finish this weekly. I will start doing my Animal Crossing spread as well. So like I mentioned, I wanted to have one location to start putting tasks down, because this week is going to be a challenge I have been dealing with a lot emotionally. I'm sure a lot of you have as well. So I've had a particularly tough time the last couple months. I understand that a lot of people have had a worse time, but personally, I am struggling mentally, physically. I'm just having quite a hard time. So I thought that it would be nice just to have this place to put things that are in my brain. I'm I'm gonna try to give myself a little bit of grace when it comes to getting certain things done. I was actually going to add a productivity tracker that I saw from the Boosted Journal and Joshi Corinne, but I just, after what happened this past week, I just can't even stomach the thought of trying to be productive. So I'm doing my best, and that's all I can really ask for at this point in time. But I have been struggling quite a bit. So, anyways, this is my first week of June. So, again, the horizontal weekly. Sorry about my cat. I did not realize he went in the frame. I already forgot. And I filmed this like, I don't know, an hour ago. So, life. So the next thing I'm working on is my Animal Crossing spread. If you're not interested, like, that's fine. But I play Animal Crossing. So I'm using this stencil that I made for my Animal Crossing spreads in my last notebook. I think basically what I'm going to do right now for Animal Crossing is just do these monthly like little dashboards where I mark off what the new like bugs and creatures and all that kind of stuff is and like where to find them. So really I'm just trying to make sure I'm maintaining finding anything that's new to the game. I'm not really going to put in a daily task list. I've got that. I know what to do every single day. There's a lot of things to do every single day, but I know what to do. So that's basically my plan right now, is just to put in these lists. So I thought it would be fun to do this really bright pop of color, plus I can write over this and I won't have any issues reading what I've written. So I use the Ecoline yellow. It is 201. So basically what I'm doing is I use the stencil to create an outline. I erased some of the pencil markings because if you saw my January setup, I forgot to do that so you could see pencil markings throughout. So I erased so I could only see like this really faint line, and I decided to do, this is the Animal Crossing leaf, but it's like my design of the Animal Crossing leaf. I think I might sell these stencils. I don't know. It's a very niche product. I think that it's different enough that, I don't know. I'm considering it. So let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in this stencil. And me bringing that to my shop, because honestly I don't really know. I feel like I made it different enough that it's fine. Plus, I mean, a bunch of people are selling Animal Crossing items, which I know 2 wrongs don't make a right, blah blah blah, but I don't know, I think this might be something that people want. So let me know in the comments below. So now I am going to go in with the Mildliner just to create a header. So I'm going in with that gorgeous purple. I love this purple so much. I know it's like super loud, but this is a purple that I love in the summer. I don't know why, it just really, it works. It works for me. So this setup is very simple. Basically what I'm doing is I'm creating 2 different lists for my new fish and then the new bugs that get added into the game in June. So basically every month there's certain types of fish and bugs that you can catch. So there's a lot of new ones for June, particularly fish. There's so many new fish. I think there's like 17 or something new fish. It's crazy. So I create these columns. One is a check mark for like when I find that new fish or new bug and catch it. And then the fish or bug name, the bells. For the fish, it's like the size of the shadow that exists in the water. I know I'm not doing a very good job of explaining this, but if you play Animal Crossing, you know that like there's different shadow sizes, and then like you fish for the fish for the shadow size, and then there's the location that you can find these new fish and bugs, and then the time of day that you're able to catch them. So now this is just me making a giant list, so I'm probably just going to turn on the sound for the rest of this, but basically there's a ribbon eel, a piranha, a tilapia, arowana, suckerfish, settled bircher, sure, saw shark, Dorado, giant snakehead, whale shark, giant white shark, hammerhead shark, arapaima, agar, not agar, but gar, emperor butterfly, firefly, drone beetle, Goliath beetle, rainbow stag, and mosquito. And those are all the new fish and new bugs. In the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere has a different list of new fish and new birds. No, new bugs, sure. So anyways, that's it. I'm just gonna leave the music for the rest of this. Like I said, it's been a really long week. I've had a really tough go of it for a little bit. So I'm hopefully just going to try to relax a touch more. I did bring on a new intern. Her name is Caroline, so thank you, Caroline, for supporting Erin Floto Design. She's going to be working with us for a little while, and she started today on June 1st, so thank you so much to Caroline. I'm hoping that this is going to help alleviate some of the tension and stress that I've been under lately. My husband's also going to start helping with the business, because we've grown quite a bit, and it's a lot for one person to handle, especially someone that has a full-time job. So anyways, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here's some music, and I will see you on Wednesday when I show you the new designs that are coming out, or the new releases that are coming out on Friday, June 5th. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.